Watching Morning Cafe, it's a youth perspective this morning. Being a Friday, we are still having that conversation around violence being experienced in the country, even as campaigns gain momentum. But is this the way to go for the youth? And once again, the question that we are asking you, and we do encourage you to engage, our WhatsApp number 0793-267-279. Are young people being empowered politically or merely used for numbers and noise? That is our question of the day. Use the hashtag Morning Cafe TV47, TV47 Kenya on Facebook and on YouTube, and our next at TV47 Digital. And as I continue to engage my panel this morning, let's just listen to some of your views as the youth regarding this chaos.
Kuna wanasiasa walikaa chini wakaona kuna nafasi hapa imejitokeza ambayo tuweza itumia kisiasa kufanya mambo ama malengo fulani ambaye si ya kikatiba.
Na wanasiasa hao walikuwa pamoja na aliyekuwa naibu wa rais.
Mimi sina shauku katika mawazo yangu kwamba kwa njia moja ama nyingine yeye alihusika katika maneno huo.
Mr. President, whatever you are doing is not right. And there is nothing presidential about you. So, Mr. Ruto, what you are doing is not right. This is not okay.
We are not going to relate anymore. It's not today, neither tomorrow. Unless we reject.
And of course, as we've seen from these clips, Neston, just politicians, of course, on one end, playing blame to what is currently happening in the country. But there's a pattern we are seeing where such disorder, as we see right now, and with these political rallies as an example, some of this disorder delegitimizes one side and, of course, consolidates another. So do you agree that young people are being used as instruments in these power chessboards? Like nobody wants to take accountability. One party inajitoa kwa ngori inasema, you know, us, we are very innocent. We don't want to engage. So are the youth being caught up in this power chessboard?
Absolutely. And it's actually very sad to hear how the youth are very agitated when they are speaking, just as we've seen in that clip. Because these young people merely want just something. They just want to be empowered. They just want to see change. They want to see their mothers, their friends being empowered, not just politically, but also economically. They're being used for sure in these rallies because the young people have power, and it's so sad that you also still have to lose life in the middle of them politicizing all this. Because number one, if you see the number of people the people who are being killed, they're not old people, they're young people. So it would be very sad to hear an old person saying two-term and they're not attending the two-term rally. These young people are being used, and it's not just politically. The other day, how many young people did you discover have gone to Russia to go and fight with Russia? That is unemployment. They are using unemployed young people to try and sort out their political scores. It is very sad. And you see, at this point, it's not even about the party politics. It's not about who will win 2027 and who will lose 2027. It's not about one term. It's not about two term. It's about these young people. What are they agitating for? Why are they in those rallies? They are seeking validation to try and so that the people can hear them. They're trying to be numbers. Whatever they think is right. The guys from two term, the guys from one term are just trying to be heard. We just want you to see that these young people want this. And you could even see, even from this Nyota Fund, how young people want to run to the president and run to their issues. They are very agitated, and the only thing they just want to see is change. They just want to see pesa mfukoni.
Nelson, this agitation has been there for a very long time, and you know it spiked during the 2024 Gen Z protest. The young people have been talking since then. But do you think or feel like these people you're talking to, the people, the cream de la cream in the political scene, do you feel like they're listening to what you're saying? Because you have the united opposition, the united alternative government to be, as they call themselves now. And then we also have now the government of the day. Do you feel like they're listening to what you're saying?
I think one, you can be able to determine if they're listening to the youth in terms of their political front. If you look at the leadership of some of these parties, they have a lot of young people, and even for us, we are young people. Today in your studio, it's actually surprising that you don't have anybody from UDA, from the broad-based government. You're having young people from the opposition because they've already started to realize. Because somebody who doesn't have power is starting to realize, what does it need, number one, to take power, and what do we need, who are the people we need to bring along? And they've already realized that we need to bring young people on board. Secretary generals, organizing secretaries are now becoming like a lot of them are youth. And you see, the problem that is happening where these youth are so agitated, and they are still agitated up to date. The president and this government took about 24 months to thank the people on how they voted for them. They took the first 2 years to try and also rob the government and rob the resources that you have, that can say, okay, now we are at an equal pace. Now we can be able to match political money if we're able to host political rallies. Then now, when these young people went on the streets, when those people, hey, we actually need to work. For the next 8 months, or then actually the next 1 year, they're trying to form governments, they're trying to create relationships to be able to now silence the youth. But they're still not silent, because they know somebody who has 60 months to develop a country is able to do that. Traore is doing the same in West African country. He only took 3 months to be able to change the healthcare in Senegal. So it can happen, and it can be able to happen even in the few months that we have. But you cannot have a president who is just, walking around and trying to, to tell the youth that, I need another second time for me to vote for you. And these young people, especially the people who are on the other side, are going to feel it come 2027, when now the president is not bothered because, he cannot go for another term. So this is the time for us to be able to say, what can you bring on the table, what you've done? And with what you've done, have you used double the money, or have you used the actual amount that was supposed to be used? So it is sad. And today, even in your studios, the things I'm seeing in this country, you can't even cry. You can't even cry, because it is sad. These young people.
And we'll be getting to that point, of young people, if at all you're getting these opportunities. But still on the